Yeah, my name's Tim Gurney from Bond Architecture. I'm here to present Murrum, which is a First Nations business retail and arts hub located in Geelong, Victoria, on Wadawurrung country for the client, Narramillion. And first of all, I'd like to acknowledge country and pay respect to elders past, present and emerging on both the Wurundjeri land that we stand today and also the project's land, the Wadawurrung country. So how do I change slides?
Just through the space bar.
Okay, cool. So the client Narramillion, a not-for-profit organisation founded in 2018, and the name means to dance in Wadawurrung. And they were established to nurture and facilitate business opportunities for First Nations people across Australia. It's a very inspiring ambition they have. First Nations people have been successful in business for over 8,000 years through trade, agriculture, ceremony and other actions. And yet, still today, there are barriers for establishing successful business. These include access to education, racism, discrimination, and health and wellbeing and other factors. So Narramillion came to me with this idea for a multi-purpose hub and a type of circular economy. So essentially they train and mentor people on site in terms of business. Those businesses, the products and the services they generate are sold in the retail store space. And there's an art gallery which is a platform for First Nations artists. There's a cafe which provides employment opportunities for First Nations people. And then there are co-working spaces and meeting rooms which they lease out to inject revenue back into the space. So this idea of a circular economy. The site's located in the centre of Geelong here, so this is sort of the Westfield area here. And it's close to public transport, to the waterfront, Deakin University. That's road access. The site itself is a rectangular building on Mallet Street, and lucky for us, it's undergoing a green spine development at the moment, which is a bit disruptive and hard during construction, but it'll be great once it's finished. This is the site here. It's 540 square metres with about a 50-metre shop front, so it's got great street access and exposure. It was previously a bike shop, and it was in a bit of disrepair, and Westfield wouldn't let us keep any of it, so they came along and gutted it. And this is what it looked like on handover. So we had a welcome, we had a welcome ceremony on site and went from there. And the design, getting into the design now, is basically led by a First Nations advisory group. And it was a result of listening and workshopping ideas with this group over several months until we sort of came to some common ideas and areas from which we could move forward. Probably the key moment, the light bulb moment, was when we had a sort of this idea for a circular point of sale, and we had a circular meeting room at the other end of the building. And Cormac Evans, who was the CEO for Narramillion at the time, did this sketch and presented a sketch which was a series of 3 circles connected by these wavy lines. And this resembles like spaces for gathering and then a journey in between. And that really was the sort of guiding principle for design from there on. So the space has been divided into sort of a public zone and a business zone. On your left, you've got the retail area, art gallery and cafe. And then in the middle, divided by a screen, there's the sort of more business zone, which is co-working areas and meeting rooms. This is the floor plan here. It's a fairly open plan. We've got flexible, portable art gallery walls here, furniture's all relocatable, and we've also got an operable wall here in the conference room. So it creates a very flexible space in terms of events, whether they want to open it up and close it in. And this is isometric, just showing that connection back to the street. The main entry is through the retail area here, just to encourage everyone to get through the gift shop, and then back out through the gift shop. But there's also a second entry here into sort of the more business zones. Here's a zoomed in plan and elevation of the sort of cafe retail areas in that gallery. And another zoomed in of the business zone. All the services are being pushed to the back of the building just to take full advantage of that, the light, natural light from the south along that street. And so this is the space. Essentially, materials and colours reference country and the Australian landscape, but we also made sure to sort of keep it quite restrained and sophisticated. The idea was for a space of excellence, really to inspire people to be aspirational. And I'm inspired, by the design, but also just being in space. It really So just some details here. We'll try and get through some photos. This is the round room, which references the Scar Tree, which is a sacred tree on Wadawurrung country, but it also provides like a special meeting place. From a design aspect, it's made up of two semicircles of different sizes, which we rotated to provide an entry in. That's a picture of the space. Here are some construction shots. So in construction, we put down a 70mm screed, which basically let us fix the faulty slab that was there and let us hide services. So we had a fresh slate to work with. Spotted gum plywood veneers, which we hand selected piece by piece up at door panels. And the builder was amazing. He actually individually laid them out on site, and we selected which ones we wanted to. And yeah, hopefully you'll visit site one day, but it's really hard to pick the joins in the sheets. So we had a cabinet maker actually install the sheeting. It's really good. The joinery, just different components here, the point of sale, the cafe, it's got an amphitheatre here. And then this is the point of sale prior to being painted. Essentially, it was intended as a canvas, so it would change over time. So at the moment, it's currently painted grey, but we're imagining First Nations artists will come and actually paint that. I did the panel beating and that, so I sort of learned something new along the way. With leftover sheets of ply, we made furniture, so we saved a lot of money. And I made these with made the tables for the conference rooms and meeting rooms with a friend. This is the round room during construction. Here's artist Warimi and Gerard Black doing the stenciling. I don't know if you can see, he had this technique, two pencils that ran around, symbolising the smoke from the smoking ceremony. And then there was a group of us that actually filled it in over a couple of days, just the day before opening. There's a finished product there, and that's us at 1 o'clock at night on the night before open. This is an Aramilli team 2 days before open. This is probably my favourite slide actually. This shows everyone, our rock community together. This is everyone washing rocks for the rock garden. Out the front, we had to bucket water from around the back, and it was quite good because people sort of walking past and helping me out, so I had that real community vibe. These are some photos from the Ocado that we had at the space. So the retail area on the left, the cafe here on the right. We've got a black ceiling. Essentially, we chose to expose the services and just make them black at the same time. On a minute, great. Okay, thank you. And it really creates this expansive ceiling. It sort of seems to go forever. And also, yeah, it's 5.5 metre ceiling, so it's quite nice to have that sense of space. There's sight lines all the way through the space, really signifying those sort of wavy lines that came across earlier in the design. Looking back here through to the cafe from the sort of business zone, this is the co-working area here. And then this is the co-working on the left here again. And they've had a number of events here already where Whale Furniture is taken away and people perform or speak in front of the screen. We've got some photos of. And then we've got an operable wall here in the conference room. This is the launch day here. This is the Aramilli team on the right. This is when we had, about a month ago, Sofa Sounds did a fundraiser there, down Salt and played. It was a great community event. I think there's a couple hundred people there. It sold out, which is great. And this is showing you the events that they have sort of on a weekly basis. So they do all sorts of things there, networking events, startup events, t-shirt printing, reading workshops, whatnot. Kitty is the artist on exhibition at the moment. So that's my presentation.